My story really started when my brother got invited to church. He took me with him. I was always a good kid, but never really knew anything about God or about Jesus. And so being in the church and being around students that were actively seeking the Lord, that's really kind of what brought me to where I am. My teenage years are vital to my walk with the Lord because that's really when I first started going to church and when I first found Jesus. So without the people that were in my life at that time, then I wouldn't be walking with the Lord today.
Christ and the impact he had on me as a youth and in my teenage years, I never realized how amazing it was and what a special thing that it was in my life that I was raised in Christ and that I had the opportunity to go to church.
I was born and raised in a Christian household, and I always knew God. But when I was 9, my mom passed away and I fell into a really dark spot. And I pushed away God because I was mad at him for letting my mom pass away. Fast forward a few years, and my brother started going to our squad, and I thought I'd give it a try. And when I went, I was immediately surrounded by a group of people who just saw the world in a much more positive way. And it really influenced me to try to rebuild my relationship with Christ.
As a teenager, the most important thing that I did was to practice spiritual disciplines, to pray, to be in the Word, and to use the relationships in my life to build my faith and to shape the person that I am. Without that foundation, I don't think that I would have made it through.
Starting to come to our squad the past couple of years has made the biggest difference in my life because now I'm surrounded with people that they love me and support me, and they're just good influences to me. I've just experienced his peace and comfort.
It was after our squad's summer camp last year that I started a strong relationship with God. And there I found friends who have helped me grow in my faith, and I realized that God is the most important thing in my life and that I wanted to trust in Him and have a relationship with Him.
I remember thinking that faith was boring and didn't really want any part of that. I thought it was strict. But then I got involved in a youth group at a new church that we went to, and I realized that church was fun and being a Christian could be fun, and I knew that I wanted what they had.
Hurricane Florence, we lost our house in the flood, and that was the first time I'd ever seen Renovation Church or met Renovation Church. They were actually at my house helping clean up from the damage. You don't expect somebody that you don't know, you've never met, to do something like that for you. Looking back, I definitely see God working. He just placed people in my lives and circumstances. It was definitely a perfect example of just the Lord's grace.